Today's video is presented by the EA Creator Network. Special thanks to EA for providing me early access to Madden 26 so I could record this video. Please keep in mind everything you're about to see is still a work in progress and things could change. If you want to see more early access Madden 26 content, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss an upload.
The falling snow is not deterring the hardy fans here at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen, the rookie Tyler Luke, set to kick things off. Off we go from a snowy Orchard Park. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
And I'm not sure I enjoy watching any quarterback in the league more than I enjoy watching Josh Allen. I mean, he's a bit of a throwback in terms of his play style. I mean, he's just as likely to throw a 65-yard bomb for a touchdown as he is in 4th and short to run over the middle linebacker. I mean, he plays with such a hard, aggressive style. There's not a lot of guys built like him, Mike, and I'll tell you what, he's a blast to watch. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. That's to Kincaid once again. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Buffalo. First down. First and 10 at
the 45-yard line. Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver, leads to a real nice run after catch and brings up first down.
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. Off he goes. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground. Work back to the quarterback. Friendly.
And he's in! James Cook, touchdown, Bills. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Now the first carry for King Henry. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Bills with the early advantage. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins, and they've got it with 3rd and 6 coming up. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
The Bills offense ready to get going with their second possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it, and they're going to do that with excellent field position. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A carry for Cook, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. The second down throw is incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Man in motion is Coleman. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is close. What a throw. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Buffalo. Oh, the teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Now Bass to tack on the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bills move out on top, 14-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. He'll start out on the ground with Henry. He'll manage only a couple. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Going to go right back to Henry. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him. That's Greg Rousseau in there for the sack.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. On fourth down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Deep for the Bills is Brandon Codrington. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Thrown quickly, that's more on the RPO. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 27-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Big time play there for Buffalo. 62 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Allen going to throw again. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. It is brought in the end zone. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Just going to run it here up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, halftime straight ahead, and we go down to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report. Scott, thank you. Snow continuing to fall as we get set for the second half. Well, this snow not abating at all. If anything, might be coming down a little bit harder as we are underway here in the third. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Ravens offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's second and 3. Now a toss, running left, it's Henry. He'll get forward for about a yard. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And that's going to be enough for a first down, taking this to the 34.
And anytime you have one of these big backs, this is exactly the spot to use him. Just lower those pads, keep those legs moving. He's able to find just enough of a seam to pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Pass caught left side by Likely. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Henry, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
3rd and short, Jackson. Coming up, and that's the tight end Likely. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it, and he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 2nd and 12. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
Gain of a yard. First down, Baltimore.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. 4th quarter underway, and here's Henry. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Jackson now on 2nd down. There's a short one caught by Andrews.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Jackson looking to throw. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defense...
And he's in! Lamar Jackson! Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens get back in it. It is 21-7. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Bills offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. This field pretty slick now. That pickup only about 3 yards.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Here's a handoff to Cook, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. A minute 57 to go in the game.
33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. Whistles here, we have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Cook. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come. This 4th down is looming.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. And this will be from 42 yards out. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills have run out to a 24-7 lead.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. On the return, it's Mitchell. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Now it's Jackson. Open man, that's Flowers. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 15.
About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Jackson's pass complete to number 7, Rashad Bateman. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Bills' 47-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. To throw is Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Gain of 9 yards.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch. And that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game. Don't stress the protection. And while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
To the air one more time with Jackson. Throw, left side, caught by Andrews.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Jackson up top again. This one completes to Bateman. He'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Bills. They get it done to the delight of this crowd. We saw a snowball or two launch in jubilation as time expired. Now these fans have to down the roadway. Safe getting home, folks, but sure was worth it after a home victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.